Hello and welcome back. As you can see, my screen is set up quite a bit differently than normal, and that's because today I'm going to teach you how to treasure hunt. This is an extremely good way to make really good commas and get really good XP, especially if you play solo. This is one feature in the game where being a multi-accounter actually does not benefit you at all. So in this treasure hunt, what you will notice is if you come here to -27, -36, okay, over here is Astrib, up here is Bonta, and we're just a little ways south from Bonta. You'll see these two treasure chests right here. Get this zap, and then if you move 2 spaces over to the right, you will come across these treasure chests, the treasure chest building, and this is where you pick up treasure hunts. Now before I step in there, I'm going to show you something real quick. Alright, see right here, this rows of the sands? These rows of the sand are what you get from the treasure hunts that sell for an incredible amount of money. Well, 250 commas doesn't sound like a lot, but these things sell super fast. And if you list 100 of these, that's 25,000 commas. And people are constantly needing these things because of crafts. In fact, if we bring up recipes, look at all of these crafts that require 60, 80, 100, 100. Just lots of those sands are needed. So these things sell constantly. So we're gonna go inside here. This is the room where you pick up a treasure chest. Raya, lady, is actually a bit of a shop and you can buy some things. These stones sell crazy fast because people need these for ridiculous. You even need more of these than you do the sands. There's a couple special spells that you can get here, especially this release. That's a very valuable one for every single class. So what you're gonna do when you come in here, see this treasure chest right here? This is the machine, and you can see that it goes in sets of 20. You got level 20, level 40, level 60. You get access to whatever level you're over. So like my character right now is level 70. You always wanna try to pick the highest one, and these are fairly simple. What you're gonna do is click on this. We're gonna click hunt for a level 60 treasure. Okay, and this is our treasure hunt. What you're gonna see here is it gives you a starting location. So -16, 0. So if we bring up the map, okay, right here, that's where we're gonna start. So let's zap there real fast. -16, 0. This is where we're starting. The reason I have my screen set up like this is a website that has been created by the community, and it's basically a dummy-proof way to do a treasure hunt. See how it says start at -16, 0? We're gonna come right over here, put -16 and 0. On here it tells you that our first clue is we have to go down until we see a barrel. Well, if we hit the down arrow, this is gonna make a drop-down list of all the possible things the treasure hunt could tell us to do. So we're gonna select barrel, and it's gonna tell us we go down 2 spaces. Now you can do these treasure hunts without using this, but you'll find that these things are extremely challenging, especially if you wanna do a whole bunch of them. But if you come over here, you'll see, right there's the barrel. Now if you weren't using this, you would have to be watching the whole screen. Every map that you win on, you'd have to be looking to see if you can spot where there's a barrel. And see, it's kinda hidden. And we're doing a level 60. The higher up you go, the more difficult these things can be. Okay, so now that we're on the map that has the barrel, you're gonna click this little flag, and then it's gonna give you your next clue. Now it says we're gonna go to the right, and it'll only be in straight directions. It'll always be straight up, down, left, or right. You're never gonna have to go around something. Okay, and the other thing to note is these drillers are the only clue that will not show up in this list, because those are randomly generated on a treasure hunt. So we're gonna need to go to the right, so I'm gonna shrink this down, and you'll never need to go more than 10 spaces. So we're gonna keep going right until we find the sneaky driller. All right, so now we found where he's at, so we're gonna click the flag, and now it says we're gonna go down to a sword. Now here's where you wanna make sure you update your location, because this thing didn't change when we came over to here. So -13, 2 in the top left corner. Now we're at -13, 2. Click down, sword. We're gonna go down 2 spaces. If you wanna give yourself a challenge and try to do it without using the cheat sheet over here, you're welcome to. See, there's the sword and the rock right there. All right, so we'll click that. All right, now it says to go right until we find the drooling driller. Again, this isn't gonna help us, so we're just gonna start heading right. Oh, there he was. Almost didn't see him, right there on the side. Okay, so we're gonna hit the flag. All right, we're at -11.4. Okay, this is updated. We're gonna go up to a fallen hollow trunk. There we go. 9 spaces. Okay, here we are. Flag. Now we're gonna go down to a cunning driller. It's giving us a driller every other turn. It doesn't always do that. That's just the luck of the draw that we've been getting. I typically get 1, maybe 2 of these in a whole hunt. Okay, now that the whole thing is full, see this where it says stage 1 of 3? Sometimes this will be 1 of 3, sometimes it'll be 1 of 4. I haven't seen it any lower or any higher than that, but maybe it does. But it means that you're gonna go through this list 3 times to get to the end, but the last one is the fight. So basically we're gonna have 2 stages of hunting, and then the 3rd stage will be the fight. Now that we got all these here, we're gonna click this to see if we've gotten all the flags in the right spot. If you click this and it's not, it'll jump up to the spot where you last had a marker correct, and you can go back there and try to do it right. So you get 4 attempts. Each time you hit this hourglass on the wrong spot, it's gonna take one of those attempts away. If you reach 0, then it tells you that you failed the treasure hunt. You have to go back and pick up a new one. So we're gonna click this, and it's giving us our new list. See, now we're on stage 2 of 3. We're at -11, -4. Go up to well with a roof. 7 spaces. All right, I'll cut when I get there. Here we are. Yeah, I guess that is a well with a roof. All right, hit the flag here. Cheating driller. Wow, we are hitting a lot of drillers. Wow, 9 spaces. All right, here we go. So we'll hit the flag there. All right, come here, hit the flag, down to a spiral plant. So hit down. Okay, now we hit the flag, hit the search for the next clue button here, and boom, here we go. Stage 3, now we're gonna do a fight. Now, a couple things to keep in mind when you do this fight. The treasure chest that you fight is going to reflect the damage that you do. So the way you fight this guy is you want to have as much HP on your character as possible. So if you want to swap out some gear just so you have some higher health, like these Drago turkeys are great. They put 300 HP on you if they're all the way maxed out. And you want to use low damage spells, because the way it works when you fight this chest, it reflects the damage that it does to you. So if you hit it by 105, it could hit you by 105. If you hit it by 150, it could hit you by 150. If you go at it with an IOP and you do IOP Wrath and hit it by 2,000, I think you get the picture. So you want to use low damage spells. Now, the way that you beat it though, is you want to outlast it. On the 4th turn, it's going to heal you whatever health you have left. Now, it's going to kill all summons that are on the map too, and then every 2 turns after that, it will also heal you. It's kind of a weird fight, and it's always going to run from you. So you can kind of coerce it into a corner, and if you can get it here and then stand right in front of it, it's stuck. That's the best way to do it. So we're going to ready up, and it's running over here. Now, I want to try to drive it into this corner. So I'm going to come back this way and stand in front of it over here, and hopefully it'll keep going this way. So we're going to hit it. See how it hit me by 138? Now my health is a lot higher than it, so I don't have to worry too much about however much it reflects, because it's not going to reflect more than the damage that I do. Okay, pass. All right, come over here, hit it again. And so here's what you want to see. You want to see its health way lower than yours, because it's going to poison you at the beginning of your turn too. There, did a little reflect. Come over here, smack it. Okay, now I want you to be able to see the heal that it does. So, will this kill it? That might kill it. So I'm going to just go ahead and pass. Okay, now see, it's been 4 turns, so on the start of this turn, see my health? Watch this. It healed me all the way back up. So if you're getting low in health, just stop hitting it. Make sure you stop high enough to where the poison isn't going to finish you off, and then just wait till that 5th turn, and then it'll do it every 2 turns after that. Okay, now the fight ended and we get this thing called an intriguing chest. Now the chests become more valuable the higher your level, which makes sense. Now I did a couple of these as a test run, so we're gonna actually open up 4 of these things so I can kind of show you what that's like. So what here, you're gonna double click it, and we got 2 white parchments, and we got 19 rows of the sand. The XP that we got, you look at this, I got almost 600,000 XP for that fight. Another one here, so we got 20 from that one, and this time we got an Ivory Parchment, 15 and 8. Oh, and I just noticed this, we got a surprise chest. It's a level 80. It's actually the next level up from the one that we just opened. So there are some other things that can pop out of these chests. So as you see here, I got 3 white parchments, I got 1 ivory parchment, and you can also get a golden. These sell for about 100 to 150 commas. This is anywhere from 800 to 1,000 commas you can sell these for, and the golden ones range anywhere from 15 to 20,000. All right, so let's open this one. Okay, we got 35 roses. So yeah, the treasure hunts are pretty easy. I'm gonna play just a little more footage here of a run I did earlier, and I got some tips to go over with you. So first of all, make sure you turn on transparent mode. Remember that the clues will always be less than 10 spaces. If you've gone more than 10 spaces, backtrack. When you get ready to fight the treasure chest, remember you want to stack on as much vitality as you can, and you want to use low damage spells. After the 4th turn is when the chest is going to heal you, and then every 2 turns after that. So if you start to get low in health, just start passing your turns, but keep trying to corner that chest. That's the easiest way to make sure it doesn't get too far from you. Also, the treasure chest steals MP from you each time you hit it. So make sure you try to get close to it before you use your spells. Try to close that gap before you use your spells, because it's going to steal MP each time you hit it. If your treasure hunt starts in Banta or Brockmar cities, you will get double the chest, but you're going to get 2 chests instead of 1. It doesn't matter if it ends in Banta or Brockmar, it just has to start there. If you end up going through an area that has enemies that can aggro, now I don't know if this is still a feature, but it used to be that if you're running through an area that starts in an aggro area, meaning the enemies can attack you if you stand in a spot too long, you will get 4 chests from those types of treasure hunts. Now the reason I say I don't know if that's still the case is because they kind of changed the aggro system not too long ago. See, enemies aggro based upon their level compared to yours, but you could get 4 chests if that happens. And then everywhere else you get 1. So if you're looking for a way to make some money, make some killer XP, if you are a solo player, I highly recommend doing these treasure hunts, especially if you get up to those upper levels. The more of these you do, the better your odds of getting one of those really big chests. But that's about it. If you got any questions, just leave them in the comments below. I will get back with you as quickly as I can on that. Hopefully this has been helpful for you. If you could do me a favor, smack that like button. It helps YouTube promote my videos and helps people find me. Helps the channel to grow as I continue to make this content for everybody. Hit that subscribe button if you want to know when my videos go up. In fact, I think if you turn on the notifications, you will actually get like an email or something saying that I've put up a video. If it's just the subscribe button, at least I'll show up in your queue and you can find me that way. So yeah, that's it for now, and I will see you on the next video.